Hello, everyone. Guys, I took my time making this video on the Sonya Massey situation. Tragic. I feel bad for her family. I feel bad for everything that happened to her. Um, but overall, fellas, this is a shaky situation. All right, this is a shaky situation we're talking about because there is a slow motion video where she did throw that pot of water, that pot of hot water, um, at that cop. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. It still doesn't look good for the cop. It still doesn't look good for the place that he works for. But I will say this. He has a chance of getting off on this. No, I'm not telling you this for no other reason but to prepare you for a more competitive court case than you believe. All right. Now, they were called because she said she saw an intruder. I think they were called because she said she saw an intruder or something of that ilk. And when they showed up, she was showing signs that mentally she might not be, all the way there. And at one point they tell her, because there was a pot on the stove that was boiling. And at one point they tell her, go cut that pot on the stove off. So they do that. All right. And when she cuts the pot on the stove off, I assume is going to pour the hot water out. All right. This is what I saw. All right. If anybody thinks anything different, just put in the comments below. I'm just going step by step how I came to this conclusion. So when she's walking with the pot, she laughs a little bit and she's just like, y'all scared of this pot, or she says something like to the cops, like, y'all nervous or something. Like she says that, and then she says, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, the thing that most of y'all have heard. All right, so after she says that, the cop that did the deleting says, I'm going to shoot you if you throw that pot of water on me. And then he draws his gun and she drops and puts the pot of water on the stove. And on when you watch the video at the normal speed, everything happens so fast, it looks like she puts the pot down and drops, and then he shoots her, and then it looks so, it looks like they were joking, and then it got serious super fast. But when she drops down in the slow motion video, and the guys, if there is some AI, because you know how the internet is nowadays, there's some AI or anything like that going on, then, we'll see. But I've been seeing on multiple platforms this slow motion video of her dropping down after she put the pot on the stove, dropping down to the ground, then grabbing the pot, all right? Grabbing the pot and tossing the pot at the cop. And then the cop opens fire. So what we're looking at now is scalding hot water dangerous enough to where lethal force should be used? That's what we're going to look at. It's other things like, why did they tell her to get the water off the stove if she was showing signs of not being mentally capable? Why did they speak so aggressively to her? It's little things here and there, but the main thing about this is going to be, is a pot of boiling water being thrown at you justification for lethal force? And guys, that question is It's extremely debatable. If you were a cop and somebody was throwing a pot of boiling hot water at you, or presumed boiling hot water at you, um, and you had your gun pointed at them, would you pull the trigger? We'll see how this goes, guys. I'm not going to take a side on this, but it's definitely more to this than people initially thought. People initially thought that, even I initially thought, how did this happen? Because it seemed like they were just getting along, joking, and they rebuke you in the name of Jesus. It was just, the whole thing was just odd. But we'll see what happens, guys. Anyway, I'll get back to y'all tomorrow. Peace.